But there are some things that happen that some people don't know that goes on behind the scenes. Like why certain people, why some blacks won't get this job and a white person would, or even how much money you make versus what someone else makes. Why you would get the raise and why I wouldn't get the raise. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not even talking about being male and female, but just because of the color of my skin.
Yeah.
So, some people are oblivious that is actually going on.
Well, I've had some people tell me that when they apply to a job, that they may change their name a little bit to make it sound white, because that's the only way they can get an interview.
Yeah, actually, it has even been something within the black community about what you name your child. My daughter's name is Christina, but I didn't want to name her something that would have her being picked on in school or being judged whenever someone had to look at her resume and say, who is this girl? I didn't want her to be picked out like that. I wanted her to have a fair chance and an opportunity to get a job like, someone else would, and not because her name is Keesha or, and I'm being facetious, but there's somebody named Keesha somewhere, you know what I mean? And, even about how I'm dressed, how I carry myself, and, I've recognized that in various geographic locations and depending on your demographics, you might have certain cultural experiences that someone else wouldn't because of where you live or how much money you make or, the family you were brought up in, because some black children have been adopted into a white family and they don't see the color until, when I say see the color, they haven't had the experiences of that another black person would have had because of how they were raised, and their perspective on things may be different because they have seen a different lifestyle. And same thing vice versa. So, it's something that has hurt my heart for a very long time. But because I live it, not knowing if I'm get stopped by the police, how I'm going to be treated, it's being put on the news now and like more than ever before. But these are things that it's just like another day for us. When I say us, I mean, majority of blacks in my community and other communities that they have experienced. It's like wondering when my son, if I had a son, but wondering if my son was going out in the street, how he would be treated. If he got stopped by the police, he was profiled, racially profiled. He didn't do anything, but he looked like somebody he might not, but because some people say, all blacks look alike or all whites look alike, which is not true, but I can understand it, And so you have the racial profiling that takes place, and then you have your children leave home, they get arrested, they didn't do it, but who is there to have their back? And, because of racism, it's like you did it. It's supposed to be you're proven innocent. I mean, you're innocent until proven guilty, but you're not given that chance. You're guilty until proven innocent, if at all possible. So those are, I've known family members who have been arrested for things either they did or didn't do, but still the charges may be outrageous in comparison to you know, someone else from who's white or whatever, right? So you have those systemic racism. That's the word I was looking for earlier. You have those things within the system that are. It's so frustrating because it just seems like it's something we can't do anything about, and you see some progress at some point, and then I feel what we have found is that it'll just come out in another way.